I have a scandalous question for you this morning. Are you having an affair with what you do? Now, maybe that shocked you and made you stop your scroll and pay attention. And if it did, I'm glad because sometimes we need a little bit of questions to shock us into really stopping and thinking. Because it's very tempting to give your best attention to all the things that you do every day, right? And then the leftovers are what you have left over for who and what you say is a priority. So maybe it's time to take a look at where your affections are truly focused. Today, I want to share with you 3 tips to put what you do in its proper place. But first, if we haven't met before, I'm Lissa Figgins. I'm a life and business priorities coach, and I specialize in working with after 40 women who are entrepreneurs, coaches, network marketers, online marketers to help you rethink your priorities to get them in the proper place so you can create more balance, more profit, and more impact. Now, the true test of where your affections are, do you know where you look? In your calendar. Your time always tells you what matters. So if you look back at last week, or the last month, or the last year, what would your calendar show matters most to you? Now, it doesn't matter if you're working for somebody else, you're the CEO of your own business or company, or you're running a household. We all have something that we do 8 hours plus a day, and that's what we call our field, right? Our field of work. Now, the problem is so often we're so focused and giving all of our best to that we're not creating healthy boundaries. So you want to start acting like the CEO and creating space for what matters most. So are you ready for the 3 tips? And I'd love as we go along, if there's something that resonates with you, please say so in the comments. And if you have something you want to add to this list, please add that down in the comments as well. So number 1, get clarity with your priorities. Now we're talking priorities. We're not just talking work. We're talking your faith, your family, your friends, your finances, your fitness and health, and your fun. And I will be honest, for me, it was fun that was getting no place on my priority list because I wasn't clear about the fact that I needed that and what I wanted to have in there. And what I found as I've not only worked in my own life, but as I've also worked with clients, is when you get clarity on the priorities in these 7 different areas, you are more balanced, you are more productive, and you are making an impact and truly living a life that you love. Now, doesn't that sound a whole lot better, right, than just feeling like you're working all day long? So tip number 2 is to get intentionality with the plan. Here's where you need to get out your calendar, right? It's so important to get that out, to block out your priorities, which again are not just work, and also block out your work time and put healthy boundaries around that work time so that those other priorities don't get edged in on. Right? It's going to be so important that you have a plan. I love using highlighters in my daily planner, and I write it out and I highlight where it's going in my day. So that way I make sure that it gets in there. And make sure that you leave room for margin, because if you plan yourselves too tightly, then you are going to still feel stressed. So leave time for yourself. Leave time for wellness. Leave time for rest. So that way you can truly enjoy and, be able to say yes to some of those things that just come into your day you didn't even know you were expecting. And then tip number 3 is to get accountability with people. And here's where we need to communicate, right? Other people can come alongside because maybe they're also an entrepreneur and they can help you to problem solve and think through some of these priorities and kind of figure out how you can fit this into your schedule. Other people can help check in with you to say, hey, this is what you said you're going to do. Are you putting this in a right relationship? And they can also help you celebrate when you are accomplishing and doing the things you said, not just at work, but also in those other priority areas as well. And have you heard of a shared workspace? There's so much value in being around other people that are in the same mindset, that are also focusing on getting things done, right? And are declaring their intentions. So I want to invite you. I'm going to be hosting Get Her Done Power Focused Hours on Fridays at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time in November and December. Because I don't know about you guys, but this time of year, I tend to have a lot more things on my to-do list than I actually have time for. So what we're going to do is we're going to get together on Zoom. We're going to declare our intentions of what it is we want to get done. Then we're going to silently each work on whatever that is. And then we're going to celebrate at the end for our accomplishments. And won't that feel good? Not only ending your week that way, but also going into the weekend and the holidays, feeling like you're ahead of that list instead of buried by it. That's the kind of business and life that we are wanting to create. And that's the kind of environment that I'm creating for my clients. So I'm opening up these Get Her Done focused power hours for free to you in the months of November and December. You are welcome to join us one week, or you're welcome to join us every week. But I do need to know that you want to come. So how are you going to tell me you want to come? You're going to down in the comments, you're going to reply with the word done, right? Or you can just use that green check mark. I love that because I'm a check mark girl. So that will be your sign to me that yes, you want to join us. And bonus, if you also add one thing you want to get done, something that's maybe been on your list for a while, or you know is really important, or you just want to have some focus time for. So make sure you put that down in the comments. And also, before you go, I do have a gift for you to get you thinking about those other priorities so that all your attention is not going to just what you do. It's my free reusable daily priorities planner that marks out those 7 key areas of your life. So that way you can get clarity around what those priorities are. Then you can put those on your calendar, right? And have intentionality with a plan. And then together, we can work together to help you truly create a life that's based on those things that matter most to you. So today's Monday. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I can't wait to see you on our Get Her Done Focus Power Hour on Friday. Make sure that you comment done down in the comments so that way I will get that link out to you. And feel free to invite a friend, a coworker, a teammate, someone else that you think would benefit from doing something like this as well. So have a fantastic Monday, and let's have right relationships with our priorities so we're not just always working.